Hello everyone. Today we will be learning some more problems on accounting equation. In the previous class I have already done the accounting equations using the business transaction, how we are going to solve the problem based on accounting equation. The same thing we are going to learn in this class also. We will solve some more problems based on accounting equation. Okay. So today we are going to solve this particular problem. Prepare accounting equations on the basis of the following transactions. Okay. And these are the transactions, business transactions. Business started with cash rupees 1 lakh. Purchased furniture for office use rupees 10,000. Cash withdrawn for personal use rupees 20,000. Commission received in advance rupees 8,000. Rent paid rupees 12,000. Okay. So here commission received in advance, please make a note here. Commission is received in advance. So whenever you receive any amount in as an advance, that means what? Your work, whatever the work is assigned, is not yet done, is not yet completed. But still before completing your work or the task, you are getting some remuneration, which says that it is a liability. You are liable to complete that task and then take the complete payment. But you have already received certain advance. So whatever the advance that they have received, for that will becomes a liability. Always whenever you receive some payment in the form of money, in terms of monetary aspects, when you receive something in advance, so that will be liability, because your complete task is not yet completed. Whatever the work is assigned is not yet completed, but before that you are getting some remuneration in the form of advance, so that will be a liability. You are liable to complete the task or the work assigned to that particular business. Okay, so this always becomes a liability. Understood? So let me start with the first transaction. So as you all know, the accounting equation is assets equals liabilities plus capital. This is the basic equation for all the business organizations. So always assets should be equal to liabilities and capital of the business. Starting with the first transaction, business started with cash rupees 1 lakh. So cash is one aspect, the other it is affecting as capital. When you start a business, obviously whatever the money you are investing, it will be in the form of capital. Is it right? So cash is an asset, capital comes under the capital itself. Okay. So first, in the first entry, cash balance is, cash is an asset, so I am writing under the asset. Okay. So at present the cash balance is 1 lakh. Okay. And there is no liabilities in this particular transaction, and capital is also 1 lakh. Okay. So both the side it should tally. You need to get the same total. Obviously we will get whatever the investment we have done, the same thing is the cash balance. So it will tally. So here the total amount is 1 lakh. And total, and here asset side also it is 1 lakh. Okay. Next, moving on to the second transactions. So second transaction says purchased furniture for office use rupees 10,000. So here it is not a credit transaction. They have clearly mentioned it is purchased furniture for office use for 10,000. They have not mentioned credit. So it's not a credit transaction. It is a cash transaction. One thing is you are purchasing furniture. One aspect is furniture is coming into your business. Okay. The other thing, you are paying amount, that is cash. That is cash. Okay. Two aspects are, means two accounts are being affected now. So first thing, we will take the cash balance. The previous cash balance was 1 lakh. So now you are paying 10,000 for furniture. So I am paying 10,000 for the furniture. We are deducting 10,000 in this. Okay. So when I deduct 10,000 from 1 lakh, it is 90,000 remaining. The balance, cash balance now is 90,000, and furniture is added to the asset. Furniture is also a fixed asset. So we will be adding the furniture here. The new asset has been included in the asset side. Okay. How do you find the asset value? Furniture value is 10,000, right? So furniture here becomes 10,000. Got it? Now coming to the liabilities, there is no liability and capital remains the same, 1 lakh. Okay. So when you add cash balance 10,000 and furniture 10,000, cash balance is 90,000, sorry. Cash balance is 90,000 plus 10,000, it is 1 lakh. The total of asset is 1 lakh, which is equal to liabilities and capital. Both the side it is 1 lakh. Okay. Next, moving on to the third transaction. Cash withdrawn for personal use. When cash or goods is withdrawn for personal use, what is that called as? We call it as drawings. Whenever they have taken cash or any goods, that we considered as drawings for personal use. So that is drawings which will affect the cash as well as the capital. Okay. It is an expense, so it will affect the capital balance. So first let me take the asset side, cash balance. So cash balance as per the previous transaction, it is 90,000. I am writing 90,000 here, and now they are taking 20,000 for the personal use. So I am deducting 20,000 here. 90,000 minus 20,000. Okay, it will be 70,000. 70,000. And next we have furniture. This particular transaction will not affect furniture, so furniture amount remains same, balance 10,000. Okay. And next, liability, there is no liability here. And now capital balance was 1 lakh. In this 1 lakh, drawings we need to deduct. That is 20,000 drawings amount is taken. Drawings, whatever the amount they take it for personal use, that is drawings, that is an expense which always deduct, the expenses will be deducted from the capital balance. Okay. So drawings, after deducting, the final capital balance will be 80,000. Okay. Now let me do the totaling, both the side. Kindly draw the lines like this so that you can easily differentiate the each transactions. Neatly you can present it. Now add this, cash balance is 70,000 and furniture balance is 10,000. Add together it is 80,000. Okay, which is equal to capital balance 80,000. This is the total. This total belongs to this side and this side, both the side I am just writing in the middle. Okay. So I hope you understood. Here 1 lakh is the capital balance. In the drawings we have deducted. So you got 80,000, which is equal to assets value also 80,000. Okay. Moving on to the next transaction. So next transaction we have commission received in advance. As I told you, whatever we receive in advance, that represents the work has not yet been completed, but they have paid certain sum of amount. That is, they are liable to complete the work given work. Is it right? So that will be a liability. Here the cash will also affect and also liability will be increasing. So first let us take the balance from the previous transaction. So what is the cash balance in the previous transaction is 70,000. Okay, and this transaction will not affect any furniture balance. So furniture amount I am writing as usual 10,000. There is no change in furniture. Okay, so now since they are receiving 8,000, the cash balance will increase. So we are going to add 8,000 for cash balance. Receiving commission in advance, right? So we are receiving cash amounting rupees 8,000. So obviously it increases the cash balance. So 70,000 plus 8,000 will become 78,000. Okay. Again here liability is nothing. Sorry, liability we are going to create now. Commission received. We have to write in the same way. Commission received in advance. Okay. So this particular item, how much? That is 8,000. 8,000. That is a liability which will be decreased in the capital amount. Okay. What is the capital amount? The capital balance is 80,000 according to the previous transaction. Okay. In this 80,000 we have to deduct the we have to add it 8,000 because we are liable to complete the pay back this amount in the form of whatever the work has been assigned. Okay, so this 8,000 will be added, or else you can write it in the liability side itself, 8,000. Instead of adding to capital directly, we can write here. Okay, if you add under the capital, again it will be a confusion for you. It's better to write it in liability. Since it is a liability, write it in a liability column itself. Here we can add, there is a add symbol, we can do the addition here. Okay, so in this two aspects is commission received and cash is also affected. Since they are receiving, cash balance also increases. So here 78,000 plus 10,000, it will be 88,000. Okay, again here 8,000 plus 80,000, 88,000 total. Both the side it is tallied. Understood? Next, moving on to the last transaction. Rent paid rupees 12,000. So you are paying certain sum of rent. First let me take the cash. Cash balance in the form of business is 78,000. Okay, and furniture will not affect anymore. So furniture will be shown as it is 10,000 itself. Got it? So here you are paying rent. Is it right? So rent you are paying, obviously it will decrease the cash. 12,000. 12,000 is the rent you are paying. So 78,000 minus 12,000. Minus 12,000. It will be 66,000. Got it? And we are paid rent. That is, we have to show it here. Sorry, paid rent is not shown here. Sorry. We have to deduct in the capital since it is an expense. So here liability is already there, 8,000. Same we are going to write 8,000 here. And next 80,000 is the capital balance. So out of this 80,000 you are paid 12,000, which is an expense for the business. So that we have to deduct here, that 12,000. Okay. 80,000 is a capital balance in the previous transaction. The same I have written. Okay. With this 80,000 minus 12,000, what is this? Rent paid. Since rent paid is an expense, whatever the expenses happens, we are going to deduct in the capital balance. That comes up to 68,000. Okay. Or you get following? So 68,000 plus 8,000, it is 76,000. The total is coming up to 76,000. And here again 66,000 plus 10,000, 76,000. 66 plus 10,000, 76,000. 8,000 plus 68,000, this is a final capital balance, 76,000. Okay, hope you understood this. The total both the side it has been tallied. Okay, so this is how we are going to solve this type of transactions using accounting equations. Using accounting equations we have to solve these transactions. This may be asked for 5-mark question. Okay, so this is very important. How do you have to be very clear with the transaction. When you read the transaction, you should know which are the two accounts that will be affecting. So when you know which are two accounts that will be affecting, then here you can easily identify if that belongs to asset. Under asset we are going to calculate. If that particular aspect belongs to liability, we will be writing under the liabilities or capital. Usually only capital will be recorded, or if any expenses are there, that particular expenses will be deducted, like drawings, rent paid. Okay, so this is rent paid. Just for your reference I am writing this. You should not get confused, no. So I am writing for your reference. It is rent paid amount 12,000. Okay, so in all the transaction you can see the total amount both the side it should tally. That is what the equation says. Assets are equal to liability plus capital. The equation should match. It should match. Okay, so we have to show it both. It has to follow the equation. If you get different answers here, that means your answer is wrong. Your calculation what you have done is wrong. Okay, understood? Now after this there is one more accounting equation, same accounting equation in a simple form. Let me teach you that also. So this is the missing figures of that we need to find out using accounting equations. What is that? We need to find out the missing figures using the accounting equations. What are these equations? I have told you in the class. Last class I have told you. Do you remember? Asset is equals liabilities plus capital. Along with that, two more equations I have given. If you want to find out capital, capital equals assets minus liability. If you want to find out liability, assets minus capital. So using that equations we are going to solve the problem. Okay, I will show you step by step how we are going to solve this problem. So let me take the first. There are 3 problems here. You can see this is a missing table box they are going to give. This is for 5 marks. Okay, this is for 5 marks. You have to be very careful applying the formula. Step by step you have to do. If not, the 5 marks will not be given fully. Okay, so firstly, the first one, a transaction, that is this particular thing. Okay, what is given in the problem that we need to write down? Asset equals 2 lakhs. Okay, liabilities is 90,000, and we need to find out capital balance. Okay, we need to find out capital balance. This is the given things. You need to write it. Okay, this is the given thing. Now for this we are going to apply the equation. What we have to find? Capital balance we have to find. So capital equals, to find out capital, the equation is assets minus liability. This is the equation for the finding the answer for capital balance. Okay, so for this, what is the asset value? Assets is 2 lakhs minus liability is 90,000. Okay, so 2 lakhs minus 90,000. 1 lakh 10,000 is your capital balance. Rupee symbol is very important. Rupees 1,10,000 is the capital balance. Okay. Moving on to the next. B transaction. Asset. Given things are assets is, we need to find out capital balance is 90,000 and liabilities are 75,000. These are as usual equation only. So assets equals liabilities plus capital. So what is the answer for this? Now add. Liabilities is 75,000 plus 90,000 capital. 75,000 plus 90,000. 1,65,000. So rupees, you should mention. Rupees 1,65,000 is the asset value. Okay. Here itself I am doing the C, the last transaction. So asset, given things, assets is 3 lakhs. Okay. Then capital balance is 1,20,000 and liabilities we need to find out. Okay. So what is the formula? That is the equation for this. Equation for this is liabilities equals assets minus capital. Assets minus capital. The assets value is 3 lakhs minus capital 1,20,000. Okay. So 3 lakhs minus 1,20,000, 1,80,000. 1,80,000 is the liabilities value. So final amount for the capital balance, assets value and liabilities value. So here the missing figures of each thing we have found. You have to do this entire thing, then only you will get 5 marks. Simply you cannot directly find out here itself 20,000 minus 90,000, 1,10,000. If you cannot write directly, you will not get 5 marks, fully 5 marks. Okay. So this is very important. This will be asked for 5 marks compulsory question that we have seen from many years. This question is asked. Okay. So kindly practice this. You should know the equations. That is very, very important. You should know the equations, then it will be easy for you to find out when you know the equation. Okay. So this is how we are going to find out. First we have to write the given. What is given in the problem, that we need to find out. And next we have to write what we have to find out, the equation for that. Okay. So now you can write here assets, capital and liability. In the first entry for that, asset value is 2 lakhs and capital is 1,10,000 and liability is 90,000. For the second transaction, assets we have found 1,65,000 and capital is 90,000. Liability is 75,000. Okay. The last third transaction, assets is 3 lakhs. Capital is 1,20,000. Liability is 1,80,000. So you should complete the box at last. You have found all the missing amount. Okay, this will be your question and this will be your answers. You have to solve step by step. Okay, you have to write the same thing in your notes. Okay, you can write same thing in your notes so that it will be easy for you to understand. Step by step, it gives the clear cut information for you. Okay, fine.